this cheat sheet here. You know, I knew I was getting older when the candles on my birthday cake cost more than the cake itself. And you know, it's good when you're in your 80s, you've learned an awful lot. The only trouble is remembering it. I've gone a low-fat diet again, and it's really working. The fat's hanging lower every day. But you know, us seniors, we're worth something. We've got silver in our hair, gold in our teeth, lead in our feet, and an inexhaustible supply of natural gas. Plain to be seen that hit home with some of you. I think I did this before, tips for a woman to have a happy life, but I'll repeat it. You need a man who helps you round the house and has a job. You need a man who makes you laugh. And you need a man you can count on and doesn't lie. And you need a man who loves and spoils you. And it's most important that you never let these 4 men meet. Apologise to the men for the next one. There was a man and wife in their 60s, and they were going to have their 40th wedding anniversary, so a good fairy appeared, and she said, you can each have one wish. And the wife said, oh, well, I'd really like to have a trip around the world. Lo and behold, all the tickets appeared in her hand. And she said to the husband, what about you? And he said, well, I'd kind of like a female companion 30 years younger than me. So immediately he turned 90. And then there are these 2 old gentlemen sitting on a bench, and one of them said, oh, I'm in my 80s now and everything aches and is sore. How about you? And the other one said, well, I'm like a newborn baby. I've got no hair, no teeth, and I think I just wet my pants. Do you hear about the butcher who backed into the mincing machine and got a little behind in his work? And then there's this hole in the nudist camp wall, but the police are looking into it. And this little boy swallowed some coins. They took him to the hospital, and the next day his grandmother phoned, and the nurse said, no change yet. This is a human nature one. There was this rescue helicopter with 11 people hanging on the rope, 10 men and a woman. And one of them had to let go because otherwise it would break. So they couldn't decide. Finally the woman spoke up and she said, I'm used to making all these sacrifices for my husband and children, and for men in general, with no thought of compensation. And at this, all the men started clapping. I've got a little poem here which I think applies to a lot of us. There's nothing the matter with me. I'm just as healthy as can be. I have arthritis in both my knees, and when I talk with a wheeze. My pulse is weak and my blood is thin, but I'm awfully well for the shape I'm in. All my teeth have had to come out, and my diet I hate to think about. I'm overweight and I can't get thin, but I'm awfully well for the shape I'm in. I get up each morning, dust off my wits, pick up the paper and read the obits. If my name is missing, I'm therefore not dead. So I ate a good breakfast and jumped back into bed.